Yep. All right. For lesson 2, (5-9.2) quadratic formula. 3 ways exist to solve quadratic equations. Watching the video will show you how to solve them using your calculator. This is the hardest of the 60 homeworks for difficulty. It should take you about 30 minutes to complete this lesson. And the reason why I think it's so hard is you're not used to the quadratic formula. So, the first thing that we want to do is a little review on factoring. Now, 12 times 35 mode 1. 12 times 35 is 420. What two numbers multiplied equal 420, added equal 43? Let's say 20 times 23, what's that? 20 times 23 is 460. 19 times 22 is 418. I would say this polynomial is prime. The other way to find out is to enter it into your graphing or your calculator, mode 5, 3, and it'll be 12 equals 43 equals and 35. And when you do, it says x1 is negative 5/4, x2 is negative 7/3. So it's not prime. We just have to figure out what the two numbers are. I'm going to do 12 times 35 again. Okay, mode 5. Oops, mode 1. 12 times 35 is 420. What two numbers multiplied equal 420, added equal 35? 20 times 23 is 460. 19 times 22. 18 times 20. Oh, it should have been 19 times 24. Let's try that. 19 times 24 is 456. 18 times 25 is 450. So let's try 15 times 28 is 420. So we're going to split this middle term up into 15w plus 28w plus 35, 12w squared. Okay, we can take a 3w out of the first ones and are left with 4w plus 5, and take a 7 out of the next ones and we're left with 4w plus 5. So our factored form is 3w plus 7, 4w plus 5, which you can get from, remember, this is factoring and this is solving. You can get from the solving to factoring by putting this number in front, this number in the back, and changing this sign. This number in the front, this number in the back, and change the sign. So you see how those two are related. 3w plus 7, 4w plus 5. Parentheses. 3w plus 7, 4w plus 5. Number 3. The first thing I would do in this one is I would factor out a 8b out of everything. 8b cubed minus 24b squared minus 24 32b. And you're left with b squared minus 3b, and then 24 32 divided by 8 is minus 304. Now we say what two numbers multiplied equal 304 and are 3 apart. Let's try 17 times 20 is 340. So that's not it. How about 16 times 21 is 336. How about 14 times 20? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. They're supposed to be 3 apart. 16 times 19. Clear. 16 times 19 is 304. So this is b minus 19, b plus 16, and then 8b out front. So it's 8b parentheses b minus 19 b plus 16, and then w squared minus 36 factors into w minus 6, w plus 6. But the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So x equals negative 7 plus or minus square root negative 7 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 5 over 2 times 3. So it's 7 plus or minus square root 49 minus negative is the same as plus. 4 times 3 is 12 times 5 is 60 over 6. 49 and 60 makes 109. So it's 7 plus or minus square root 109 over 6. So fraction 7 plus square root 109 over 6 and 7 minus square root 109 over 6. Number 6. Solve for x. The solutions are imaginary. Okay, that's good to know. X equals negative 1 plus or minus, oh, by the way, we could have solved that one on our graphing calculator too. Square root negative 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 3 over 2 times 1. Let's do this one on our calculator while we've got it up. Mode 5, 3, 1, negative 1, 3, and it says our two answers are 1/2 plus root 11 over 2i and 1/2 minus root 11 over 2i. Let's see how we get that. Alright, go back to solving it here. We have 1 plus or minus square root 1 minus 12 over 2. 1 minus 12 is negative 11. So it's 1 plus or minus negative 11 over 2. But then this is the same as 11 I, because the square root of -1 is I. So it's 1 plus or minus square root 11I over 2. Fraction 1 plus square root 11I over 2. Oops. And come on. And fraction 1 minus square root 11I over 2. Oh, this is supposed to be a plus sign here. Next one. Solve for x. So we could enter this one on our graphing calculator, mode 5, 3, 1, -10, and 50. And we get 5 plus 5i and 5 minus 5i. Let's use the quadratic formula here to solve it. So it's -10 plus or minus square root -10 squared minus 4 times 1 times 50 over 2 times 1. So it's 10 plus or minus square root 100 minus 200 over 2. 10 plus or minus square root -100 over 2. 10 plus or minus square root of 100 is 10, square root of -1 is I, over 2. Cancel, divide everything by 2, and you get 5 plus or minus 5i. 5 plus 5i and 5 minus 5i. Number 8. Solve the following equation. Now you could actually enter this on your calculator. Mode 5, 3. Make sure you get it in the right order. This one is first, so it's negative. Oh, we have to solve this first. Let's rewrite this by multiplying everything by t squared. That's our common denominator. So we have 6t squared minus, so this is t squared, this is t squared, this is t squared, and t squared times 0 is 0. So it's minus t minus 5 equals 0. So we can enter it on our graphing on our calculator. 6, -1, and -5, and we get x1 is 1 and x2 is -5, 6. So let's factor this now. We can use the quadratic formula since that's what we're doing. Although this one factors pretty easily. This times this is -30. What two numbers multiplied equal -30 are 1 apart. So it'll be minus 6t plus 5t minus 5, 6t squared. Factor out a 6t out of the first one, so you're left with t minus 1. Factor 5 out of the second one, so left with t minus 1. So our two factors are 6t plus 5 t minus 1 equals 0. So our solutions, if this is the factors, the solutions are -5, 6, and +1. 1, comma, fraction, negative fraction 5, 6. Number 9. Okay, we have to multiply everything by the least common denominator. 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. The x's cancel here, and we have 3 times 70 times x minus 5. The x minus 5's cancel here, and we have minus 70 times 3x. And the 3's cancel here, and we have negative x times x minus 5. This is 210 minus 210 times 5, mode 1, 210 times 5 is 1050 minus 210x, oh, this was supposed to be 210x, equals negative x squared plus 5x. The 210x's cancel, and so we're left with x squared minus 5x minus 1050 equals 0. We can enter that on our calculator. Mode 5, 3, 1, negative 5, negative 1050 is 35 and 30. Negative 30. So this factors into x minus 35, x plus 30, which solutions are 35 and negative 30. 35 and negative 30. All right, let's try doing this one. Working together, 2 people can cut the large lawn in 4 hours, so that they do 1/4 of the job per hour. One person can do the job alone in 1 hour less than the other. How long would it take the faster person to do the job? Let x be the time of the faster. So 1 over t, that's the time of the faster, plus 1 over t plus 1, that's the time of the slower person, is 1 over 4. Multiply everything by 4 times t plus 1. 4t plus 1, 4t plus 1, 4t plus 1. The t's cancel here. The t plus 1's cancel here, and the 4's cancel here. So we're left with 4t plus 4. I'm going to multiply this, both of those, plus 4t equals 4t squared plus 4t. Okay. So let's hold it. The 4 is canceled here, so it's just t squared plus t. Sorry about that. So let's subtract 8t from each side and 4 from each side. And we're left with 0 equals t squared minus 8t minus 4. That's supposed to be t squared. I don't know what that. Okay, so let's enter it on our calculator. 1 equals, oops, mode 5, 3. 1, negative 8, negative 4. And it says x1 is 4 plus 2 root 5. Press the S to D key because we want it to the nearest decimal, 8.472. x2 is 4 minus 2 root 5. press the S to D key, which is negative 0.472. Well, it can't be that because you can't have a negative time. So the faster one takes 8.472 plus 1 over 9.472 because it takes 1 hour more. Let's see if we get 1 over 5. So on our calculator, mode 1, let's press 1 divided by 8.472 plus 1 divided by 9.472 equals, and I get 1 over 0.22. So it must be 7.472. 1 divided by 8.472 plus 1 divided by 7.472 is, 0.25. We want it to be 1/4 of an hour, so this is 0.25. So the faster one takes 7.472 hours. 7.5 hours. See, and I think that's X is actually the time of the slower person, the way their math works out. Next one. Twin brothers, persons A and B, can mow their grandparents' lawn together in 24 minutes. So 1 over 24. Person B could mow the lawn by himself in 14 minutes more than it would take person A. 1 over A plus 1 over A plus 14 is 1 over 24. Multiply everything by A times A plus 14 times A plus 24. A plus 14, A plus 24. A plus 14, 24. A plus 14, and 24. So the A's cancel here, and we're left with 24A plus, I'm going to take 14 mode 1. 14 times 24 is 336. A plus 14's cancel, so you're left with plus 24A equals, the 24's cancel, so we're left with A squared plus 14A. Subtract 24A from both sides. Subtract 336 from both sides. And we get, not 24A, 48A. Subtract 48A from both sides because that's 24 twice. Okay, so we're left with A squared minus 34A minus 336. Let's enter that on our calculator. Mode 531, negative 34, negative 336, and we get x1 is 42, x2 is negative 8. Well, we can't have negative 8. Let's check our work just to make sure. 1 over 42 plus 1 over 42 plus 14 is 56. Let's see if we get 1 over 24. Mode 1. 1 divided by 42 equals plus 1 divided by 56 equals plus is 1/24, which is right. So 42 minutes is how long it takes person A. Person B, we just said, would take 56 minutes. Number 12, solve. Okay, let's try this one. Two x equals square root 1 plus 3x. Square both sides, and you get 4x squared equals 1 plus 3x. Subtract 1 and 3x from both sides, you get 4x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Let's enter that on our calculator. Mode 5, 3, and we have 4, negative 3, negative 1, and we get x1 is 1, x2 is negative 1/4. Okay, well, if you take negative 1/4 times 2, you get negative 1/2. You can't have a negative with a square root and have it be a solution. Remember, that would have to be an I then, wouldn't it? So our only answer is going to be 1. All right, if you have any questions, you know what to do.